All right, y'all. What's up? Blondie Pink Live. Welcome to Blondie Pink Live. All right, y'all. So traveling is a big part of Blondie Pink Life. Um, Traveling to see family, traveling to events, traveling to perform, traveling to act. It's all up in there, which is a good thing because there's nothing wrong with traveling. Um, you know, sometimes you get a chance to network and meet with people in other areas than maybe where you live. And then also just some things are filmed different places, and so you need to go where it's filmed or where the event is at. I love traveling. I don't mind doing it. I love meeting people. I don't mind traveling. I have the patience to do it. Yeah. So I'm your girl, rapper, singer, Blondie Pink, comedian, actress, and wrestler Michelle Walker. And this is Blondie Pink Live Show. Today is October, what is it? Oh, the lights just went on at the airport. But today is October 8th. Oh, there's a little bit of light. Okay, can y'all see me? It's October 8th. And at the airport. I don't know. LAX, the lights been going out. They went out yesterday some too. Let's see. You see a little bit of a light that way. Got a little bit of a light right up there. But so I guess being in the airport with the lights going out is a part of the travel too. But yeah. So I just thought I would jump on here and do some of the Blondie Pink live show and talk about the travel. It's a lot going on this weekend too. You have BET Awards filming in Vegas today. Shouts out to BET Awards, BET Hip Hop Awards, which years ago when I lived in Atlanta, like if I tell you I have worked everything around this entertainment, music industry, acting industry. I've done security a lot. It was fun though. I mean, I don't mind doing security because I'm one that like to keep people safe. I like to be safe, and so that's always easy for me to do. Oh, there's a strain of a light, y'all. Here we go. There's a little bit of a light at LAX. So, I did security for the BET Hip Hop Awards in Atlanta. Great company. I don't know if they still exist. Hopefully they do. It's a black-owned company called Star Security in Atlanta. And that was when the BET Hip Hop Awards. Oh, here's some light. The BET Hip Hop Awards would be at the Civic Center. And oh, I like this light, y'all. Oh, this is pretty. Would be at the Civic Center in Atlanta. And let's see. Yeah, not intended, but actually right there you seen everybody because actually they had me right there where everybody was coming in, so that was real fun. But yeah, and what else is going? There's so much going on this weekend. Shouts out to attorney Ben Crump, the one who'll be saving us all, helping us when they be racist against us. He's having a big Jam for Justice. I'm very excited about that, and that's in Atlanta. So the BET Hip Hop Awards is in Vegas this year. Where usually it's in Atlanta. I think one year it was in Miami, and but it's the BET Hip Hop Awards is in Vegas today. Today's the 8th. It's really early in the morning right now at the LAX airport. And then the Jam, attorney Ben Crump's Jam for Justice is in Atlanta, and that's this Sunday. Yeah, October 13th. But yeah, so travel is part of it. Since the lights are out, and this is a little bit of light that I can get, I'm going to go ahead and get ready to wrap this up. But yeah, so don't be afraid to travel. I guess that's one thing I want to tell you as an artist. I've traveled all my life as an artist and acting. Especially early on in the game, I started getting out of my town. Shouts out to Decatur, Illinois. Started getting out and about and meeting people, learning the game, and doing different things. And of course, college. I was always, so shouts out to all my colleges in Decatur, Illinois. And then University of Illinois. Graduated from the University of Illinois at Springfield. They turned Sangamon State College into University of Illinois in Springfield, Illinois, and then Georgia State University when I was in Atlanta. Pretty much everywhere I lived, I've always been in a college. Education. Yeah, I always know education is a big thing for me. So I got out early. So again, don't be afraid to get on. If you see an event you want to go to, just go to the event and then go back home. You don't even have to stay there. You just go and come back. I don't know how many times I went to New York, did an acting gig, and pretty much came right back. So don't be afraid to travel. Now, when you're black and traveling on your own, you just gotta be careful. Because I don't know if it's just a part of when you're by yourself and you're black, they just tend to sometimes look at you all suspiciously. But we'll get over that. I mean, because you know what, I'm going to tell you one thing. Shouts out to Greyhound, because I do like how sometimes Greyhound will help you get from A to B. But it was a family emergency that I had to hurry up and get back home. So I literally did Greyhound all the way from LA to my family home. And I'm telling you, it was actually going was good. That was okay. It was the coming back that I realized a long trip on Greyhound like that is different from flying. And I realized my love of flying, regardless of how much they looked at you or whatever at the airport. I'm like, well, at least it's safe. At least there's a lot of security there. With that Greyhound, I'm telling you, it's a free-for-all. It's a free-for-all. But don't give me shouts out to you, Greyhound, because at least, because even when I fly in to my home base, I still need to take the bus to get further down to my little town, because I know I'm from a little town. Yeah, but don't be afraid to, go places you want to go. I mean, yeah, if you can team up with someone, it's good to go. But for me, a lot of times, when I was ready to go to awards or work different things, y'all know I danced and Soul Train and different things, a lot of times you say, okay, well, let's go. And the people never bought their plane ticket. They never, I think the lights came back. The lights came back on. Well, some of them, they're still not on up that way. But, and so it's always hard to try to find someone that will actually go. So, but I was the only child for a lot. What's this only child kid is our oldest kid. The oldest one. We used to just doing things ourselves. We don't have to have nobody right by us every time we go somewhere or do something. You know what I'm saying? So that wasn't new for me to go out about and move about in this world doing things what I need to do. So for me, it was like, okay, they have an event, I need to be there. Okay, they want me to come at, okay, and just, heading out, so, not waiting for people, because I'm going to tell you that now. If you sit and wait for this person or that person to accomplish your goals and dreams, oh, the lights are all the way back on. Here they go, y'all, back on. You may not get or reach your goal trying to wait for somebody else. So I would encourage you to not wait for people. I would encourage you to make sure that now we can move about because we have lights. I was standing in that one spot because it was dark everywhere else. I really encourage you in all that you want to do not sit and wait for somebody to join you, because that may not happen. You know what I'm saying? Then you're not accomplishing your goal. You're not going where you want to go or doing what you want to do because you're waiting for somebody else. And everyone is not going to always have your passion or your ambition. So therefore, you have to, so that's just a nugget to keep in. And for those of you that say, I want to do this, because a lot of times I'm around people and they're like, oh, I want to do what you do. Oh, I want to go where you go. And I'm like, go, just do it. It's like Nike commercial. Well, I don't know if Nike still say just do it, but they used to have a commercial, just do it. You just do it. You just do it. You just go. You know what I'm saying? You get your means together and figure it all out and work it all out, and you just go. You know what I'm saying? You just go. And so I would encourage you that, you don't want to procrastinate in life. Life is too short. If COVID taught us anything, I felt like COVID, which I had been going anyway, though, but for some people, that's why travel increased so much once we were free out the house, be able to move out from COVID, because people were always saying they were going to do this and do that, and they never thought they would experience a time that they couldn't go A, B, or C. You know what I'm saying? And so, but for me, I've always went A, B, or C. If I can get there, if I can, you know what I'm saying? So let me encourage you that. So part of Blondie Pink life, a lot of part of Blondie Pink life is travel. So that's why sometimes, when you get somebody who want to do music with you or act and, you know, it's like, I think I seen a book that said we'll travel or we'll something. I'm like, yes, we'll travel. Where you at? Just tell me where you at. I'll be there. I'll be there. I'll be there to see you through. I don't know if those are the right words, but anyway. So yes, we're at the airport. Um, yeah. So I love my life. I love my Blondie Pink life. It's awesome. It's great. Um, yeah. So encouraging you to travel. You need to get out about to go to where. And I know a lot of y'all mad at him right now. Which, and I'm not saying we shouldn't be, but anyway, but I will say something that I always use an example. I'm still going to use an example because it was a part that continued to encourage me and confirm what I already was doing. And that was I was at a WGCI event in Chicago, and it was like, you know how they have the music, the radio stations have the music events, right? And so I was at that music event, and in one of the workshops, it was Diddy, it was, I want to say, Ed Lover, it was some other people. And there was a guy that, you know how you get up and ask questions and stuff, and so they had asked Diddy, well, the guy was talking, he was saying, he got up, he's basically saying, oh, I've exhausted Chicago, and Chicago this, and Chicago, that, and what do I do or something like that. And Diddy had told him, well, sometimes you got to go to where it is. If you feel like you've exhausted Chicago, or if you've met the goals that you wanted to meet at that spot, well, then, maybe you need to move, And these days, though, now that was way back, that was some years ago. These days, with social media and everything, they tell you now pretty much, you can really work from wherever you are. Now again, you still may need to travel to LA or New York or Atlanta or Chicago or somewhere. If you're in a smaller town where this is where the entertainment events or the certain events you might want to go to network with people, because that's one of the key things. You want to network. You got to talk to people. You got to be in front of people. You got to see people. Now, but again, social media and all that has changed that too, because now you can reach people through social media at times. Then I also remember, because y'all know, girl educated, yes I am, and I'm taking all kind of music business classes in college. But also though, and I want to say though, but anybody can buy this book. One of my class books was Passman, the legal book, or everything you want to know about music or something like that. One of our professors used, and I remember even then, and that's been some years ago, where he talked about too, be the star of your town. Be the star of your town, because also as you're the star of your town and everybody knows you, then that also will help people to get to know you on the outside. And now, especially when you add social media to that, so then maybe you're doing your gigs live, on social media, or maybe you're but now you can reach people a lot more, and you can invite people out, or you can, post stuff online where now people can just see you, even online on social media and stuff. So I think that's even more true now. So the theory that you gotta move to a New York or to a LA or whatever, unless you just feel led, you know what I'm saying? And y'all know me, I'm a Christian, so when I say feel led, I'm talking about, God, maybe, you're feeling led, you're feeling that tug, when you, so let me stop and say, if you are not saved, if you do not know God, all you have to do is ask God to come into your heart. Tell God, hey, I want to have a relationship with you. I'm telling you, God make your life so good. I'm telling you so good. And again, you're just going to still deal with different things, like everybody going to do it. But having God with you in that relationship with God helps you to deal with a lot of stuff. Because you know you're loved, you love yourself, you love others. And that's a big part of this too, is relationships. You having a good attitude, you being positive with people, people wanting to work with you. I remember hearing people, hearing different ones talk about, that person can be able to sing and dance and all that they do, but if they have the crappiest attitude, then nobody wants to work with them, and that's where sometimes you be like, well, why did they get them and they didn't get the other person? Because they can sing better or whatever. Well, in your thoughts, because remember, this music and entertainment and all all this stuff is subjective. You know, everybody has their own opinion on who they think is good. You know what I'm saying? So don't ever be afraid to put yourself out there. Don't always just go on what somebody said, you know, because maybe that person, you know, wasn't maybe into your music or into your acting or whatever. But that doesn't mean that the powers that be that, you know, can put you in a movie or can put you on some stages, you know, will feel the same way. So don't never stop, because all of it's subjective, meaning everybody has their own thoughts and opinions. Of, you know, it's like looks. Looks are subjective, you know. To some people, you are just, woo, we fine as can be. And to some people, you know, okay. And then some people are like, you know. So it's subjective. So, but yeah, so, you know, staying where you are, you know, is also still very much, you can do a lot now with social media. Just, you don't have to always, you know, move about. But anyway, so, that's one of the highlights, points that I have pointed to in my life too, because I thought that was deep, because I was already doing that. You know, I was already, so really just confirmed to me, you know, if they're having this event and you want to go there, you want to network with this person, go. You know, if they're doing this and you want to be on the stage to perform, reach out to the person, go. You know what I'm saying? Don't be afraid to go. Don't be afraid to go. Even God lets us know no one is not always going to come knock on our door. They're not going to come get you up. Now, I'm not saying God can't send somebody to come get you, but more than likely, it would be good for you to be out there in the space of the folks that you want to be around, and you know, on your own, you know. Because God, all things are possible with God, and somebody can knock on the door and be like, hey, boo, I want to put you in a movie. Acting silly. All right, y'all, I'm your girl, rapper, singer, Blondie Pink, comedian, actress, civil rights leader, Michelle Hope Walker. This is Blondie Pink Life. Blondie Pink is my rap and sing name, my rapper and singer name. And so, yeah, but go. So if you needed someone to tell you, then let this be the confirmation to you. Go. Launch out. Launch out. Is that T.D. Jakes saying launch out? You know, a lot of pastors, I think, say, you know, launch out. Don't be afraid to go. Don't be afraid to step into what God got for you. Okay? Don't be afraid. So if you needed somebody to tell you that, I just told you, you know what I'm saying? And then, like I said, had that relationship with God where you praying and letting God, you know, lead you on where to go, who to deal with, who not to deal with, and, you know, whatever the case might be. But, you know, so I just thought that was interesting, because that's what Diddy told the guy, you know. Well, then he was called Puffy, I think. But that's what he told him. He said, well, maybe you've exhausted Chicago. Maybe it's time for you to, you know, start leaving out of Chicago, doing some other, you know. And for me, like I said, it was confirmation for me, because I was already doing that. You know, for me, it was like a no-brainer. It was like, duh, you know. You're going to sit and wait for everybody to like you there. You know, and for all you feel like, well, don't nobody not like, you know, people like you, boo. People like, this is a huge world. And again, when you add the social media on top of it, it is a huge world. So pretty much everybody has an audience. I don't care who you are, what you look like, what you do, what you don't do. You have an audience. Believe, I'd be amazed sometimes when I look at the different chat groups, the groups, and I'm like, they got a group for that? So you can find your people. Believe me, in the social media, you can find your folks. I'm telling you. So anyway, so Blondie Pink Life. So that's just encouragement. But yeah, travel is a big part. So yeah, so excited to share that with you. Excited that the lights came back on here at LAX. Oh, I like that blue part. That blue part with my blue eyes look cute on it. It does. I know I get caught up in just looking at myself. I love me. Y'all know I love me some me. A lot of my songs are like encouraging people to love yourself, because I see so many people that do not love themselves. I be like, you got to be your number one fan. You got to love you. You know what I'm saying? God loves you. God tells you to love you, you know. So, but, you know, so you got to be your number one fan. And who else talk about that? Is that Cat sometime that talk about being your number one fan? But yeah, so like I said, as you know and hear, a lot of my songs be encouraging people to love themselves, to go after their dreams and not let people slow them down or stop them, or whatever the case might be. Because I see it a lot, you know. You see just beautiful people, but they're just so there's low self-esteem. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. And again, I'm not saying that that's wrong. I mean, because people experience different things in life. Maybe they didn't have family members that told them how beautiful they were and how smart they were. I grew up with my family members telling me, you're cute, you're smart, you can do this, you can do that, And so, not everybody grew up with that. A lot of people grew up with different type of environments. I grew up in a encouraging environment as far as encouraging me to do what I wanted to do, in life, at least in growing up, and stuff. So, so I would just encourage you, if you feel like that you have a low self-esteem problem, because it can, if you have a low self-esteem problem, it can affect you as an entertainer in this music and acting, because you'll never feel like you're good enough, or if you don't get something, it just crush you. If you don't get a part or something, especially when it comes to acting, because y'all know I act too, no, it's just that they could be looking for something else. You may be slim and they literally want a person that's bigger or a certain weight size, you know what I'm saying? Or they're looking for a certain type of person. If they're doing a scary movie, maybe they're looking for a person that would fit their scary movie. So it doesn't mean that you don't look good. It doesn't mean that you're a bad person. It just means you didn't fit that role, Now, as an entertainer, if you're doing music and things on your own, well, then you should be making sure you do your type of music that you want to do. I do music that I like to do. Which is variety, because I like everything. I like pop, I like gospel. Chris grew up on gospel Christian, rap, R&B, soul, pop, just everything. You know what I'm saying? Country, I like it. I'll be watching country awards. I be liking everything, And so a lot of times when I do songs, like I always say about my creative juices, when the creative juices start flowing, I can be a song. But it's just whatever is coming out at that time, and it could be different genres of music. You know what I'm saying? It's not just always one type. And so don't be afraid to just be you. As an artist, you just have to be yourself. And I know, it may take you a while. You know what I'm saying? To get there. But I just think that's the best thing, and I just thank God for just showing me that early on in my life. It's just the best thing to be yourself. Every once in a while you'll see the bumper sticker where they say everybody else is taken, so be you. just be you. And Joe Osteen always talks about that, and shouts out to Ray Roberts. You and your purpose and what you and the unique you. We need you to be you. If everybody would just be who they are and do what it is they have the passion to do, and out here in this, I just feel like people will be more happier. I feel like some people are not happy because they're not being themselves, and they're afraid to be themselves because they're afraid of, what if they don't like me? Who cares? Girl, about guy, you better free yourself. You know what I'm saying? When you free, that's less stress. You know what I'm saying? If they like you, they do. If they don't, who cares? God loves you and you love yourself. And like I said, in this world, you're going to find you an audience. You're going to have somebody. You know what I'm saying? So you ain't going to be by yourself. But like I said, that does, you got God. But yeah, the comedian Michelle Hope Walker. But I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? Because, you're so much more freer when you're you. You know what I'm saying? Now, again, that's not saying be rude to people, and, me, and if you is constantly putting people down to being mean, don't be that you. I ain't going to say that. Be you, but, you know your personality. If you have, I'm like a bubbly type person, love people, always kind to people, and, optimistic type person. You know what I'm saying? So be you, but I'm saying just, don't be afraid to go after life and do what it is you feel led to do. So you're watching Blondie Pink Life, and today is October 8th, 2024. And let me tell you all how you find me. So Instagram, Michelle Hope Walker Speaks. Michelle Hope Walker Speaks. That's Instagram. And then YouTube is Michelle Hope Walker Speaks 6547. Instagram, YouTube has given us numbers. Also, because I have another account that's also Michelle Hope Walker Speaks, but that number is 1870, which still has a lot. The videos are great on there. It's just the account I use now is the Michelle Hope Walker Speaks 6547 for YouTube, 6547. And that's Michelle with 2 L's. Michelle, then the word Hope, H-O-P-E. It's my nickname. And one of my rap names as well, Hope, H-O-P-E. And I got a tattoo on my stomach, y'all. But anyway. And so Michelle Hope Walker, and then the word speaks, because I'm also a speaker. SPEAKS. Look, you gotta think to spell it. Okay, but anyway, yeah. So YouTube, Michelle Hope Walker Speaks 6547, and Instagram, Michelle Hope Walker Speaks, and Twitter at Hope_speaks. So HOPE_ the line on the line speaks. And then Facebook is Michelle Hope Walker Speaks, period, listen. Michelle Hope Walker Speaks, period, listen. So, I know, just my own little comment there. I thought about when I mentioned Twitter. I was sitting there listening when they said something about Elon Musk was saying something about our Kamala. I'm like, okay, Elon, gonna make me not be. I mean, I'm not like running the threads because I'm like, I'm not trying to. I really strive not to be on. On platforms because again, all of them be watching you, and all of them be you gotta watch it. I'm like, ugh. So it's like each platform I ended up getting on, it was for a reason. I need to try to do something, so that's why I got. So it's not like I'm running to threads either, and I probably will still be using some of the Twitter. But I'm like, now come on now, Elon Musk, come on now, Elon. You know, if you want to be for Trump, that's fine, but don't be putting my Kamala down. How the kids supposed to say comma and la, comma and her nieces, remember? And y'all vote. Election time. I got a song, I got my song. Vote, Kamala Harris. Kamala. I gotta remember to say Kamala Harris. But you know what, y'all? I said, you know what? Kamala just want you to vote for her. I don't think she's going to be that mad if you say her name wrong, as long as you get your tail in there in that voting booth and vote for Kamala Harris. That's the goal right there. And y'all know I got rappers for Kamala Harris. Rappers for Kamala. And a lot of rappers have came. Shouts out to Megan Thee Stallion. Shouts out to Quavo. Shouts out to, it's a long list. It's a long list out there. Rappers for Kamala Harris, our next President of the United States of America. Y'all remember I ran for president. Yes, I'm your 2016 United States of America candidate, presidential candidate. Yes, that is real. It's not a joke. It's not something I just said for the fun of it. No, I really ran. Matter of fact, I probably did one of the first social media type runs because at that time I couldn't really travel to all the different states. So I did videos for a lot of the different states and different things when I was campaigning. So that's 2016. But actually, so that was the election year. But I actually started campaigning, I think 2014, maybe 2015. If you go to some of my past posts, you'll see where I always had on there to vote for Michelle Hope Walker for United States of America president. But yeah, like I said, you got to step out here and do what it is you feel led to do. You cannot be afraid. I always wanted to run for president because yes, I do feel like I could run this country. But now, I'm good. I'm good. It was an experience, and I feel like if I would have won, I would have got it. I would have done good. The world would be great, But right now, we're going to elect Kamala. I always got to remember Kama and La. All right, y'all. So I'm your girl, rapper, singer, Blondie Pink, and you are watching Blondie Pink Life. And let's see, have I got on everything? Pretty much, yeah. Everything I want to encourage and inspire and share, my life, some of my life with you, the travel part. So yeah, we'll travel. Basically, we'll travel. Not afraid to travel. Like I said, now, again, when you're black and travel, especially when you're a black woman traveling, you're traveling by yourself, I'm telling you, it can get challenging, but then you just have to be determined to know, look, this is what I'm supposed to be doing. This is where I'm supposed to be going, So you just have to pray and be cautious of different areas and folks, and keep it moving. All right, y'all, I'm your girl, rapper, singer, Blondie Pink, and you're watching Blondie Pink Life, Michelle Hope Walker.